when an arrogant chef got a taste of his own medicine. My 11-year-old daughter, Chloe, is obsessed with baking. She spends every weekend watching pastry documentaries, and she knows the science of baking inside and out. Last year, for her birthday, I saved up to buy her a specialized imported French baking stone. She treated it like gold. But things went downhill when she started a basic middle school home economics class. The teacher, Mr. Vance, was notoriously arrogant, always bragging about his brief time cooking at a local country club. During a lesson on pastry dough, Mr. Vance confidently told the class that baking powder and baking soda are exactly the same thing and can be swapped evenly in any recipe. Chloe raised her hand. She politely explained that they react entirely differently because baking soda requires an acid to activate, while baking powder already contains it. She mentioned that swapping them evenly would completely ruin a recipe, Mr. Vance snapped. He told her to sit down, saying, "I have 20 years of professional kitchen experience, little girl. Don't try to teach me how to bake." The next day, Chloe brought in a renowned pastry science textbook to show him. Instead of admitting he was wrong, Mr. Vance confiscated the expensive book, calling it a classroom distraction. He then made Chloe clean the entire kitchen alone as a punishment for being disrespectful. When she came home crying, I was absolutely furious. I called the school, but the principal brushed it off as a minor misunderstanding between a student and a teacher. That's when I decided to handle it my way. My cousin happens to be an executive pastry chef at a Michelin-starred restaurant downtown. I called him up and he was completely appalled by the teacher's behavior. 2 days later, we walked into that classroom right in the middle of Mr. Vance's lecture. I introduced my cousin, who brought a massive tray of fresh pastries for the school. Mr. Vance couldn't say no to a high-profile local chef without looking terrible. My cousin took over the lesson, giving a presentation on the exact chemical reactions of leavening agents. He literally showed chemical diagrams, explicitly stating how swapping baking soda and powder ruins the texture. A student asked, "But Mr. Vance said they are the same?" My cousin smiled and said, well, then Mr. Vance would never survive a day in a professional kitchen." Mr. Vance's face turned bright red. The principal, who had tagged along for the free pastries, looked directly at Mr. Vance and ordered him to give Chloe her book back right then and there. Chloe was beaming. To top it off, my cousin invited her entire class to a private tour of his professional kitchen, leaving Mr. Vance standing alone in his empty classroom. It was the ultimate sweet revenge.